This is smooth.
XYZ.
Ain't gonna. That's how we ain't gonna.
Same great taste. So scared.
Your skin is moisturized and glowing.
Isha, for soft and glowing skin.
Subscribe for your girl Opico.
Hi everyone.
Hi AJ.
Wonderful.
AJ Ekoyakonsapo meets your favorites, and it is Thursday wager. Hello, welcome to Vampire PGH. Thank you so much for clicking that one or too much. You have XYZ alcoholic beverage ad done by Gerard. So it was all about a birthday party where you have baby boy droid calling over friends, only for them to come and drink no D, no jig. So you have baby girl Jessica suggesting XYZ, and fast forward they liking it and it has great taste. You have geisha soup and close-up being done by baby boy Jeymes with baby girl Darlyn, and with DS it was more like I'm having a speed date with somebody, only to smell the person, the mouth is smelly, only for the guy to also see that the lady's skin is gross. Fast forward, the guy will brush his teeth, the lady will go take shower, and the next meeting that they had, they were both looking splendidly well and smelling good. And the next had gotten to do with Drill. You have Drill also having his with baby girl, whilst baby girl had to go out to gym. Fast forward, it is morning exercise and she needs to hurry up to work already. And instead of mixing some fruit in the blender to eat ahead of work, she gets clogged out because of time is up and she needed to get something fast. Then she remembers fruit jelly is in the fridge for grab and she takes it. Housemates are all happy and excited, but of course, some people know they're happy. They want to know who have been thieving them items. Now, in the house, the person whose items get missing the most happens to be Delky. Sometimes it's either she left it somewhere whilst having a convo or somebody really did take it. According to her the person who thieves from her the most is Tessie. And she is also telling Darlyn that the last time that JC was busy looking for his sausage and was about crying and blaming her, it was Tessie who had taken it and went to hide in the duvet to chew it. You have her saying that, oh, my sister, really? I also took one. That was how come he was furious with me. She's like, oh, I see. Now you have baby girl Rose also being like, this house, there is one person we are not suspecting them. That is Tessie. We need to be adding them to the club. She's also been thieving this, and they are all making fun.
Walking away with a phone each from Hisense, the E70 to create more exciting content.
Congratulations to Hermes and Jeymes for a brief, precise, clean-cut ad and for winning. And it is how it was difficult for clubs to flow for demo. Okay, partially because the housemates were bored, especially the ladies. Some were bored already, and they did not like some things, especially Rose and Darlyn. They did not like the judges' responses. But one thing is clear, they were not there to be serving free lunch. They kind of felt that dealing with brands, opportunity like this is a means to put your name out there. Think creative, think creative. Vampire is not naive, nothing new is under the sun. Nothing new, but I still thought they could have thought of something. Two heads are better than one. What were they doing? Picking, copying, and doing what we see already. And I also liked how baby girl Rose's voice was on that Fruitelli ad. That was a good one. But with the ad itself, it is the usual that we all see. Congrats to them too. They came second, Drew Rose, then Jessica Droid for pulling third. I liked their ad, but like I said, it didn't look that unique. That is how come the J. Chris Hermes ad looked very extremely unique, and somebody would want to buy that product for the market and pay them off. Congrats to all housemates for a good job done.
Chocolate instant. I'm exhausted. Last night was so fun. I have a hangover. Choco. It's chocolatey.
Lots of things are going on in Big Mama's house right now. Let's talk about the meeting between the JD. Now, you have Rose explaining why Jason should not be supporting the other people and be believing in his woman, because it was not his woman alone who was complaining. Even herself, she was complaining, but her man understands her. You have Drew saying, that is what I'm saying. I was equally furious, but we are all coping, so you need to listen. You have Jason saying that I'm not siding with her and all those nonsense that she was saying. No. But I wanted to ask my woman that all those nonsense that she was saying, were there any truth? Because I had earlier told her to stay out of trouble. And this is where you have, there's mouth speaker, Rose saying that it was not a woman alone who was talking. I was equally talking and all those things. Because we all felt we deserved better from the judges. And this thing where they created the impression that we did not do almost nothing. We did almost nothing. It was not fair. So who is talking nonsense is baby girl Hermes. What did Hermes say that Jason came to ask his woman? Hermes said, whilst the judges were awarding points, they award and they tell you why they gave you that score. Right about that time, they performed on Belle Eyes. So there was a man seated there who was wearing Belle Eyes shirt. Right about that time, the man said, oh, I gave you high scores not because you are doing an ad and I'm wearing the same wear. Before the man could continue, Hermes said she heard Darlyn say, oh, it is because of that. Meaning, oh, it is because she did advert for you people. That is how come you gave them high scores. Inferably, more like they did not deserve it, or more like, man, tell the truth. So now, this and other wahala bruhaha things that they went to the washroom to talk about is what Hermes is saying, that she doesn't want to approach Darlyn because she will be twisted. This was what Darlyn said. Jason should ask his woman. And girl is saying that the infantry for Jason to even come ask something from Darlyn, from Hermes, she won't talk. And she gave him attitude and started shouting at him. This is where that Rose is also saying that it was wrong on her part to have done that. But she did that because you did not believe her. Hey.
Honestly, I feel like everyone's chest was here. We're all disappointed.
That's what I'm saying.
We didn't get the remarks I wanted to hear.
Myself.
Don't worry, me and Rashi were thinking about it. Maybe she was also angry. And
I wouldn't have even asked her in the first place because me was nonsense to me. What she was been telling me was not something. I want to know if it's true.
Hermes in a combo with JJ saying that she's even tired of trying to make people like her. Because she came in the middle of the show, she's thinking that people have been uptight and she will stop because she just saw something that she's thinking that it is not even worth trying to be friends. People where they claim for camera top, be friends with friends. One of them day for the washroom top, where they drag and friend, where they create impression, say she's not smart. Let her be there and be causing chaos. Who cares? And when she was talking, you have JJ saying, you don't know, a lot happens in the washroom. And when they come out, they behave differently. You have girl about to say something and boy held her man. Darlyn is telling her man to be rest assured she did nothing wrong and it was what everybody was doing. You have baby boy saying that not everybody, it was Rose and you doing that. You have her saying that if she was doing that, it's because she was doing it with clear mind. Though she has no problem with anybody. She's been of her best behavior. And if you think you have problem with her or you've seen me in a way where you don't like, you approach me and we talk about it so that you don't assume that I was doing something that I meant you. And she wanted to ask boy, oh, so this the way you were like that, were you going to fight for me? He's like, what will I do? Sure. And she laughed and had a bit of tickling moment.
See, this house we are in, I hold no grudge against anyone in this house.
With the normal ladies brouhaha way they go on, you have Jason saying he had a convo with Darlyn last night where he tell him, say, baby girl, what do you want me to do so that this relationship will work? And I'm also expecting you do this, do that, especially don't poke people. Where they tell him all these things, baby girl, they ask him, say, what did they tell me? I forgot already. He's like, 5 minutes to know they come where they tell you things I don't like you doing for this house top. They ask me, say you they forget. So these and more, he's also telling his brother that Darlyn is not an easy piece of work.
So the man said what he said, and then she said that is the reason.
Jason shouldn't have this conversation.
No,
Don't worry about it.
No, it's not like this house. I don't have a single friend.
What's going on? I just don't want to get my
because
The JJDs are done with the convo with the two girls. You have them returning to the kitchen with their men. So you have Jay only there, later going to the living area to fetch baby girl Hermes. They also go to the kitchen. Right about that time, the brothers and their wives had all left, but they did not stay there and they went back to the room. Fast forward, this was where Jason wanna tell Hermes that I did some digging and it was not just my baby who was talking, other ladies too. Hermes said, I know Rose was also talking, but I am not talking about those talking and the general assessment. I am telling you specifically a sentence that your babe passed, because the representative of Belacqua was saying that he is giving us marks not because he's coming from Belacqua and we are doing Belacqua shoot, because we deserve it. Right about that time, your babe passed the comment saying that, oh, it is because of that, meaning, oh, you're giving it to them just because you are the representative from Belacqua. And she felt it shouldn't have gone that way. It should even be anybody who is not happy for them, even if not for her, for JJ. So that comment was unnecessary, and she prompted Jason to be talking to her already, because some of these comments have what it takes to bring wahala. Girl then added that nobody likes her in the house, so even after a win, nobody was even there to celebrate with her. She's soaking all of it in, but she also acknowledges that at one point, the JJDs were there for her. Right about these sentences, I think Drill figured it out where it was going, because Girl had earlier said that if people don't like her, what happened to Jay and what happened to the brotherhood? Right about that time, you have Drill saying that Jason, you shouldn't have brought this conversation up. You should let the ladies solve their issue. And he's like, yeah, I don't know why this convo is becoming about me. Hermes said that he told Jason and not Darlyn because it wasn't for Darlyn. It was for Jason. Because if she was to be in their shoes and Jason and Darlyn had won, no way would she be creating that impression. Other people should be creating that impression. But if it is coming from her, it means that she's not just happy for her. She's also unhappy for JJ, and it shouldn't be so, because JJ is part of the brotherhood and he should advise her to stay away from such comment, because it has what it takes to break them. Right about that, they were already about to go, saying that let the ladies solve their issues, and they left. The JJD is shaking as to whether it will shake to the extent that it will collapse. A story for another day. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, like, and share.
They don't know sorry in this house. When I came to this house, what I see is what I'll be doing. I will not be different.
That won't help.
I've been different, and does it help?